Hello beauties, I hope you're doing amazing. My name is Shaz and I love colorful makeup. Today we're going to play around with Saints, Angels, and Sinners Yummy palette. It's a long story how I came to obtain this palette, and I'll talk about that a little bit in the video. But let me quickly show you the color story because this is a beautiful palette. Look at that. I love this color story. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. But before that, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel if you're enjoying the contents. This is a beautiful palette. It reminds me of one of, what is that brand? Micah Beauty Shop or Micah Beauty Shop's palettes that I really wanted to buy. The color story is very me. I don't know if the palette is still being sold, and I'm trying to do this fast, so let me quickly go into this green. It's a beautiful green called Sugar Pie. Sugar Pie, yes. And I'm putting this in my crease. It's a little powdery. I can see sort of gusts of powder going everywhere, but the pigmentation is not bad. How I came to own this palette was that I put some orders with Saints, Angels, and Sinners. And of course, as I'm talking, some very gigantic car has to be passing outside. But I put some orders with Saints, Angels, and Sinners last year. I want to say November of last year, and I ordered their Christmas palette, Be the Gift. I think she ran out before she sent out my order. So she asked me if I wanted another palette, and she sent me this instead. I'm now gonna go into Tootsie Roll. Overall, I have enjoyed using Saints, Angels, and Sinners. I think the brand's color stories are pretty fun. Pigmentation is there, but for example, for reference, it's a little less pigmented than, for example, Blend Bunny. And also, not all her palettes, I'm using the same brush under my lash line, not all her palettes have mattes in them. A lot of her palettes are all shimmer. And now she has the Elements Baby, and I bought all of those palettes. And those palettes, you can see, you know, a 6-pan of all shimmer and a 6-pan of all matte if you want to buy mattes or shimmers. But I believe before this, I didn't have a lot of her mattes. I just think the matte quality feels a little, for lack of a better word, hard panned. I feel like I need to dig a little into the pan. But it's pretty pigmented, as you can see, and I'm enjoying the color stories. I really find the colors of the different palettes super fun, which is part of the reason I buy them. And when she sort of missed out on sending me the other palette and asked me which palette I wanted, and she told me this was an option, I was like, heck yeah, that's a beautiful palette, and I would have totally purchased this just for kicks. Because I'm wearing blue, I'm gonna go into this color called Popsicle. Super pretty, look at that. And I'm going to put this out here. Yeah, I just wasn't sure when I was going to receive the palette, because her other palettes, when I ordered them, you know, I ordered them in November. It's already 4 months later. I recognize she had some order issues from China and all of that, so I'm not complaining here. But that has kind of been what's been going on. I'm going to pick the one with the dark green on it, and I'm just blending these two colors into each other. Would I say this is the best eyeshadow quality I've used? And I'm purely talking about just this palette. No, I've definitely seen better eyeshadow quality. But if I were to rate the quality, I would give it relatively decent rating. I mean, look at the pigmentation. It's very nicely pigmented. The dark mattes are pretty dark. They blended nicely into each other. So I like it. I'm now going to use a little bit of glitter primer from NYX and using this across my lid. I'm going to the office like this. Just a quick recap. This palette has a few mattes, and the mattes are jewel toned and beautiful, which is why I'm so drawn to this palette. It's this green, this lime green, the purple, dark purple, and the dark blue. And you know how much I love my dark mattes, particularly this kind of a green color, which looks like kind of a dark gray with a hint of green. Beautiful. And then you have this mint color, the foamy blue color, this purple color, and this dark blue color that are a little bit satiny. So they look like they would just be monotone shimmers. And then these colors at the bottom, these two are dual multichromes. Let me see if I can show you the shifts. This one is beautiful. It's like a purple to teal. And this one is a red to lime green. And these two are sort of iridescent multichromes. Now, why do we have two whites? That's a good question. This one has a bluish, greenish undertone, and this one has a pink undertone. So this one in some angles also has a green shift. Let me see if I can show this. It's beautiful. Versus, I don't know if you can see the difference. Now the question is the difference that obvious for it to be relevant? You know, that's a great question. If I wanted to swap one out, I would have swapped that one out and kept this. This one is beautiful. The pink to greenish shift is just amazing. I love it. But for now, I'm going to use this color called Pour Some Sugar. And that's the color. Let's do it. Ooh! Oh my goodness! Look at this! Amazing! I love it. I went ahead and swatched the two colors for you. It's kind of weird because they kind of have the same shifts, but from different angles, it's different. This is the one that has the blue shift, Candy Girl, and this is the one that's supposed to have the green shift, but unfortunately you only see pink shift. This is called Tutti Frutti. Beautiful colors though, regardless. It's just, they're different shifts, but you do see green shift in both and pink shift in both. They're beautiful. Okay, beauties, my eye look is done. I thought about putting a little bit of iridescent multichrome in the inner corner. It's just that these both have a pink shift, and I don't want any pink shift to ruin this beautiful look. But overall, I'm enjoying this first impression of the palette. The mattes were pretty pigmented, as you can see, decently blendable. There's a little bit of hard panning in the mattes. Again, I don't know how to describe it. It's not like there is actual hard pan and you can't get any color out of them, but you have to dig a little bit and swipe your brush multiple times to be able to get color out. I don't know why. Maybe they've been pressed hard, but you know, I managed to get color, and I'm enjoying this eye look and the shimmers. Look at this, friends. The multichrome is just amazing. But of course, this is just based on this first impression. And I'm looking forward to using this palette some more. So if you want to see me do more eye looks with it, let me know in the comments below. Thanks, beauties, for being here with me. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. I love you all. Have a fantastic day, and until next time, bye.